Welcome back to another episode of Cholo's Tiny Truck Chop Shop. It's your boy Cholo. Excuse me for that right there. That's it. Tonight, fuckers, we're going to talk about this fucking Element. This Element Sendero that I got on trade. This thing was damn near brand new when I got this son of a bitch. Now you're like, hey, what's up, Cholo? What's up with that shit? Hey, what's up with that in the back, fucker? Check it out. Yes, that is carbon fiber. I created that bed. This is a Traxxas TRX4 rear bumper. It's all beat up. That's cool. I like it like that, though. Now, some of you may be wondering, what's up, dude? How the hell did you get that fucking thing mounted like that? Well, I'm using the stock mounting points on the front. And by the way, real quick, you guys, you can see this. That is the DSM kinetic self-recovery hook right there. System. That thing, it's awesome. It's beautiful, you guys. Look at that. That son of a bitch stretches out like fucking 2 feet. And it's a bungee strap, so it's a like I said, kinetic self-recovery, which means it just pulls on itself. You use your throttle, it pulls, you pull, it goes. If you want to see how that's set up, they show you this on the DSM website on how to hook it up for your particular model. It goes under the skid plate. I've got it mounted to the rear bumper, and you can see that right there. That's how it is. And it just goes through the skid plate and up to the bumper. How it is right there. Bam, mounted. As you can see, I've knocked it off. Okay, we'll put that right back on. But getting back to how I mounted this bad boy. Oh, I made this. I created this contraption right here. Like I said, I'm using the stock mounts in the front. Didn't change that whatsoever. What I did was I took some 632 all thread rod and 1/4 inch brake tubing. I didn't worry about scratching the sticker off of the brake tubing because I just didn't care. It's going to be inside the cab. I probably should. Whatever. Took a piece of aluminum. And what this actually is, this is a piece of an aluminum threshold from a carpet to a lower floor transition piece. Because I've been doing some home repairs around here, and I'm like, you know what? Hey, I'm a do-it-yourself budget builder, right? A lot of us are do-it-yourself budget builders. We use what we got laying around. A 4-5 foot piece of 1/4 inch brake tubing, I think, cost me $7.86. 632 rod, you can find it at Lowe's, Home Depot, wherever. That's a couple bucks there. Get you some nuts, some washers. Most of us in the RC community have got M3 screws and nuts laying around. Well, that's all I used for this right here. Put that all together. 632 all thread rod, 1/4 inch brake tubing, nuts and washers, and I just so happen to have these Traxxas thumbscrew mounts laying around. Just had them laying around. So I screwed them to this piece of aluminum. I can adjust them to whatever I want, whatever kind of body I want to use. That's my own fabrication. I made that myself. This Element also has a Holmes Hobbies Trailmaster Sport 21 turn motor. And it also has the Hobbywing 1080 brushed ESC, which is the best brushed ESC you guys will find on the market. I don't care what anybody says, and I'm not getting paid for this. I'm just telling you from my own experience. Laying here just now, I mean, look, I've got three boxes, empty boxes, because I put them on a whole bunch of rigs. It's a great fucking ESC, you guys. It just is one of the best you will find on the market right now. for the price. I think they're like 44 bucks. You can't fucking beat that. It's like a sore dick. You can't beat it. But getting back to the Element. You see the flatbed. Well, carbon fiber bed. Your shock mounts are like this coming off of the frame, which would put it like this. As you can see, I'm not using these stock shock mounts. No, sir. What I did here, and I left the hubcaps off so I could show you guys this. Let me take this here screw off because yes, or this nut, because yes, I did take it outside and it worked beautifully. I mean, look. I have not lost any flex with what I've done. This thing still has awesome flex. But what I did was, I saw a YouTube video. Excuse me. This up here is the stock shock mounting position. I have taken and relocated the shock to the rear suspension link point on both sides. And I've also cut the springs. I've cut the springs. As you can see, springs are cut. I get full flex, and when it sits nice and low, and it sits level. So this is what I have done, and I found on YouTube a video where somebody apparently from Associated, in so many words or less, had made mention to somebody else about relocating that shock to the suspension link point, which will lower your center of gravity. I was thinking to myself, well, I don't want to only just keep my lower center of gravity, I also want to make this thing level. The front still sits where it sits. Didn't change anything in the front, didn't cut the springs, didn't change shock oil, nothing. In the rear, all I did was cut the springs, relocate it to the suspension link, and where the stock body mount mounts to this piece of plastic that sits within there, I just moved it to the frame. That's all I did. It is that simple, that do-it-yourself kind of things. And I mean, like I said, let me look at it. It sits absolutely level, and I did not lose any flex in it whatsoever. Lost no flex. Put that back on there. Come on, baby. Long-winded. It's all good. There we go. There it sits. You saw it in the beginning. 1, 2 body thumb or thumb screws. It sits level. And it looks like a standard trail truck. Not a standard trail truck, but a custom trail truck, so to speak. One with a carbon fiber bed. Now with this, all I did, again, took my brake tubing, my 632 rod, nuts and washers. Yeah, it's not flat, but hey, I can still put scale items right here, get a scale net, maybe even drill a couple more holes in the carbon fiber, hook the net to it, and keep everything in there. But again, the rod, the brake tubing, that's all that is, holding that on there, you guys. I don't know if you can see that. Right here. Nuts, all thread, and it does not hit my DSM recovery kit. And there it is. That's what I have done to make my Element Sendero my custom project. My custom trail truck. Got rid of all my other trail trucks in exchange basically for this one. And I love this thing. I got to change my pinion gear because it's a little bit too slow for me right now. It's got no wheel speed. Couple gear changes, not a big deal. But you guys, there it is. That's what I did. All do-it-yourself home stuff. I mean, I've probably got less than 20 bucks in what I've done with this thing. Now, the carbon fiber, this stuff actually came on another trade. It was a wing on a drag car, which I pulled off because it was a piece of crap, whatever, bunch of bullshit, da-da-da. So I just so happen to have this carbon fiber. I understand not everybody has carbon fiber laying around. And the bottom side of this, that's just more of that threshold. That's all that is, that threshold, that flooring threshold. That's all that is, you guys. It's aluminum. It turned out sweet. I like it. Some of you may fucking say, hey, it looks like a piece of shit. I don't care, because guess what? It's a trail truck. It's supposed to look beat up. And on top of that, it's supposed to be custom, right? Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you found some of this information useful, especially the shock mounts, because you guys, I found that I was like, whoa, that blew me the fuck away. But it didn't say how to mount them otherwise without using the stock rear shock mounts. I, fiddling around, came across that on my own. So, again, it's your boy Cholo with Cholo's Tiny Truck Chop Shop. Hope this shit helped. That's it. Fucking catch you on the next one, fuckers. I'm gonna drink to that. I'm out this fucker, eh? Fuck it, eh?